Apple made $6.4 billion from selling iPads just last quarter. Clearly, people want to go digital. So why let Apple make all the money? In this video, I'm breaking down how to create and sell digital planners optimized for iPad. Step 1. Understand the business model. A digital planner is basically a notebook you can use on a tablet. It's a PDF file that's designed with tabs and links so people can click around like it's an app. They write on it using their stylus just like they would in a paper planner. It's simple, clean, and reusable. You can make planners for anything. Daily routines, business goals, budgets, workouts, you name it. And here's the thing. People love buying them. Right now, the market for digital planners is booming. More people are using iPads and tablets for productivity than ever before. And apps like GoodNotes are leading the way. On Etsy, shops that sell digital planners are making consistent sales every single day. It's the perfect kind of product. Once you make it, it costs nothing to deliver, and people can buy it over and over again. Now, let's break down exactly how to create a digital planner that looks professional, works perfectly, and actually sells. Step 2. Design the base. The easiest way to design a digital planner right now is with Canva. You don't need to be a designer or spend hours learning complicated software. Canva has all the templates, fonts, and elements you need to make your planner look clean and polished. If you have Canva Pro, even better. You get more design tools and can reuse your elements easily. Start with the right page size. Go into Canva and create a custom size. Use US letter 8.5 by 11 inches, or A4. These dimensions look great on iPads and most tablets. Now start building your core pages. You'll want to cover a yearly overview, monthly pages, weekly pages, and daily pages. Keep the layout simple. Use clear headings, readable fonts, and consistent colors so it all feels part of one set. For the monthly layout, use Canva's table element to make a calendar grid. 7 columns, 5 rows, done. You can then add text boxes for days or notes. For your daily page, you can use lines and boxes to create sections like schedule, to-do list, priorities, and notes. Think about who your planner is for and what they need to see every day. A student planner might need assignment trackers, while a business planner might need sections for goals or deadlines. Once you've made all your pages, take a moment to scroll through and make sure everything lines up and looks balanced. Then download it as a high-quality PDF. That file is your base. Step 3. Make it interactive. Now let's make it clickable, because that's what turns a basic PDF into a real digital planner. Open Apple Keynote if you're on a Mac, or Microsoft PowerPoint if you're on Windows. Start a blank presentation and import your PDF. Each page will automatically appear as a separate slide. Now it's time to add the navigation tabs. Draw a small rectangle along one side of your page where the tabs will go, and type something like January for January. Then right-click it, choose Add Hyperlink, and link it to the slide with your January page. Copy that tab and paste it in the same spot on every slide so it stays consistent. Repeat the same process for all your sections: months, goals, notes, everything. When you've added all your links, test them inside Keynote or PowerPoint to make sure they go to the right pages. Once everything's working, export the presentation as a PDF. And don't miss this part. Make sure you tick the box that says Include Hyperlinks. That's what keeps the navigation working when you upload it to GoodNotes. Step 4. Test. You can't skip this part if you want good reviews. Import your planner into GoodNotes on an iPad. Tap through all the tabs and links to confirm everything works perfectly. Then grab your stylus and test how it feels to write. The spacing should be comfortable, and the layout should leave enough room for notes. If anything feels off, adjust it in Canva and re-export. GoodNotes also has features that make planners more fun to use, and you can mention these to your buyers or show them in short videos. The lasso tool lets them move or resize handwriting, while the Elements tool lets them save their favorite stickers, headers, or lists for quick use. You can even teach them how to copy and paste pages inside GoodNotes. Little tutorials like that make you stand out and show that you care about their experience. Step 5. List your digital planner. The 2 best ways to sell your planner are through Etsy or your own online store. Etsy is ideal for beginners because it already has traffic. You can open a shop, upload your files, set your price, and Etsy handles payments and automatic downloads for you. The downside is the fees, but the traffic makes up for it. If you want more control and to keep more profit, use a platform like Gumroad or Systeme. Gumroad is simple and focused on digital products. Systeme can host your website, manage your email list, and handle product delivery all in one place. Selling on your own site takes a bit more effort, but it builds your brand faster. Step 6. Price. Based on what's working right now, most successful planners sell for anywhere between $5 and $40. Simple minimalist planners usually sit around $5 to $10. Niche planners for budgeting, fitness, or students can go for $10 to $20. Premium planners with themes, decorative elements, and sticker packs can reach $25 to $40 or even higher. One of the easiest ways to earn more per customer is by bundling. Combine a yearly planner with a matching budget or wellness planner. Sell add-on sticker packs that match your design style. People love buying complete sets because it saves them time. You can also release limited editions like a spring refresh planner or academic year planner. When people know something won't be available forever, they buy faster. Step 7. Market. Even the best planner won't sell if no one sees it. Start with Pinterest. Create a new Pinterest account just for your planners. Use Canva again to design clean mock-ups showing your planner on an iPad with a stylus. Post both image pins and short video pins that show someone clicking through the planner. Use simple, keyword-rich titles like Aesthetic 2025 Digital Planner for GoodNotes. Pinterest is basically a visual search engine, so good keywords can keep bringing you new traffic every day. Then move to short-form video platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. This is where most buyers discover new planners right now. Record yourself flicking through pages, writing notes, or planning your week. You can even film short tutorials or behind-the-scenes clips of you designing your planner in Canva. Viewers love seeing the process. To keep people coming back, start building an email list. Offer a free mini planner or sample page in exchange for their email. That's called a lead magnet, and it gives you a direct line to people who already like your work. You can send them updates, discounts, or new launches. These people are your most loyal audience because they've already taken the first step toward buying from you. When you combine Pinterest, short videos, and email marketing, you create a system that keeps driving traffic back to your shop. Each new planner launch becomes easier because you're not starting from zero. You already have people waiting to see what's next. So here's your challenge. Open Canva today. Make your first planner page and export it as a PDF. Don't overthink it. You'll learn faster by doing. The first one doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to exist. What do you think of digital planners? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe while you're there.